recurring bummer in my life is finding out that a brand that I thought was a small local business is actually owned by a crazy multinational conglomerate. Like Tom's of Maine is owned by Colgate-Palmolive of New York, and Tom isn't the only one who feels like the commercial equivalent of a catfish. Justin's Peanut Butter is owned by the same company that owns Skippy Peanut Butter and also Spam, and Annie's is owned by General Mills, and she always seemed like a specific Mills kind of lady, but apparently not. Both Ben and Jerry sold out to Unilever, and I know that everybody except for a few Supreme Court justices knows that corporations aren't people, but when they put first names on a product and then it turns out that's actually owned by the company that also owns Tresemme and Axe body spray, I do feel a little betrayed. And one of the worst is Burt's Bees. I mean, that can't be corporate, right? Look at this guy. Look at that beard. You can't wear that in a boardroom, right? Right? Ah, so close. It's actually owned by Clorox. But it gets weirder because before the sale to the bleach people, there was a real Burt and he had real bees, but he was forced out of the company, possibly over money, possibly because he had an affair with an employee. But either way, that whole company was a messy B word before Clorox cleaned house. It also sucks when a company is like positioning themselves as being against the big companies, like Dollar Shave Club was against the big shave clubs, I guess, and they're owned by, get this, Unilever. Seventh Generation is like the hippie feel-good version of cleaning products, and it's owned by, look, if you didn't already know it was Unilever, you're not paying attention yet. Kashi, the cereal that's not like the other girls in the cereal aisle, obviously I don't have to tell you that that's owned by Kellogg's. And you know the Choco Taco? It turns out Choco was a real guy who invented it, and then he was forced out of his, I'm just kidding, that's not true, but it is owned by Unilever.